Hello dear students, I am Dr. Saurabh Shetty. Today we'll be understanding the stereochemistry of allenes. The learning outcome of this video session is that the learner will be able to describe the bonding in allenes. They will be able to assign RS configuration to optically active allenes. Allenes are the organic compounds containing a cumulated system of double bonds. The simple allene is as represented below. The two hydrogens which are shown on the left hand side, these hydrogens are in the plane of the paper. The remaining two hydrogens which are shown on the right hand side, these two hydrogens are in a plane perpendicular to the plane of the paper. The hydrogen which is represented with the blue circle is going away from the observer, and the hydrogen which is represented with the green circle is coming towards the observer. Let us now understand the bonding in allenes. The middle carbon atom in allenes is sp hybridized and the remaining two terminal carbon atoms are sp2 hybridized. There is a lateral overlap between the p orbitals which are represented with the pink color to form a pi molecular orbital. This pi molecular orbital is in the plane of the paper. The remaining two blue colored p orbitals again overlap laterally to form a pi molecular orbital which is perpendicular to the plane of the paper. This is another representation of pi bonding in allenes. The pink colored pi molecular orbital is in the plane of the paper and the blue colored pi molecular orbital is in a plane perpendicular to the plane of the paper.
Allenes are optically active when they have unsymmetrical substitution at the terminal carbon atoms. However, all the four groups need not be different. That is, each of the terminal sp2 hybridized carbon atom must have different substituents. This will be clear in the example given below of 1,3-dichloroallene. Here, the carbon atom on the left hand side has different substituents, that is chlorine and hydrogen. Similarly, the right hand side sp2 hybridized carbon also has different substituents, that is hydrogen and chlorine. This is the basic criteria for an allene to exhibit optical activity. That is, the two terminal sp2 hybridized carbon must have different substituents. Now, the ball and stick model of 1,3-dichloroallene is as shown. This molecular model is shown in 3D. This hydrogen is coming towards the observer, whereas the chlorine is going away from the observer. This hydrogen is in the plane of the paper, and again this chlorine is also in the plane of the paper. These three carbon atoms are again in the plane of the paper. Now we'll draw the mirror image of this structure 1, that is the ball and stick model, and we again get a mirror image of this. Now again, if you see this structure, this chlorine is going away from the observer, the hydrogen is coming towards the observer, and this hydrogen and this chlorine are in the plane of the paper. Now we have to check whether structure 2 is superimposable on the structure 1. To do this, we have basically draw an axis, this red color axis, around which I rotate the structure by 180 degrees. After rotation, you can see that the hydrogen which is marked with a orange circle is superimposable again on this hydrogen in the structure 1, again marked with a orange circle. Similarly, the chlorine which is marked with a green circle in structure 2 is superimposable with the chlorine marked in green circle in the structure 1. However, the chlorine which is marked with a green circle in structure 2 is not superimposable with the chlorine marked in the green circle in structure 1, because the chlorine in structure 2 is coming towards the observer, whereas in the structure 1 the chlorine is going away from the observer. Similarly, the hydrogen in structure 2 is not superimposable with the hydrogen in the structure 1, as hydrogen in structure 2 is going away from the observer, whereas hydrogen in structure 1 is coming towards the observer. and therefore structure 2 and structure 1 are non-superimposable mirror images of each other, and therefore they are enantiomer.
Now let us see how to assign RS configuration to 1,3-dichloroaline molecule. This is the ball and stick model of 1,3-dichloroaline. The yellow spheres are the hydrogen atoms, the green sphere are the chlorine atoms, and the black spheres are the carbon atoms. As you can see that these two groups, that is the hydrogen and the chlorine, these are in the plane of the paper. These three carbon atoms are also in the plane of the paper, whereas this green sphere, that is the chlorine, this chlorine atom is coming towards the observer, whereas the hydrogen is going away from the observer. Now in order to assign RS configuration to this, I rotate this molecule around this red axis by an angle of 90 degree. Now after rotation we can see that these two groups, that is this hydrogen and this chlorine, they are facing the observer, that is they are coming towards the observer. Therefore these two groups are in the vertical plane. These two groups are in the vertical plane. The hydrogen is at the top, you can see this, and the chlorine is at the bottom, you can see this. These two groups which are coming towards you are given higher priority in numbering because they are facing the observer. Now the groups which are going behind, these two groups are going away from the observer. The chlorine is on the right hand side, you can see here, and this hydrogen is on the left hand side, which you can see here. And these two groups are not given priority in numbering because they are going away from the observer. You can see that these are going away from the observer, and therefore while numbering you can see that this chlorine is number 1, the hydrogen is number 2 because these two groups are coming towards the observer, then the chlorine is number 3, and then this hydrogen is number 4. Please remember that as per the CIP rules, the groups which are coming towards you are to be numbered initially, and then the groups which are going away from you. Basically the rotation is clockwise and the configuration is R. Now I rotate this ball and stick model of 1,3-dichloroaline in an opposite direction. I draw a red axis and I rotate this molecule by 90 degree in the opposite direction. Now after rotation, as you can see that these two groups, that is this chlorine and this hydrogen, they are facing the observer, whereas these two groups, that is this chlorine and this hydrogen, these are going away from the observer. If you see here this dark line, this represents the plane which is coming towards the observer. Here you can see that this chlorine is coming towards you, and therefore it is written on the left hand side, which is corresponding to this. This hydrogen is written on the right hand side because it is on the right hand side and it is coming towards the observer. These two groups which are represented by a darker line are given priority in numbering, whereas the other groups, that is this hydrogen and this chlorine, they are going away from the observer, that is they are in the vertical plane and going away from the observer, and therefore they are represented by a faded line. The hydrogen is at the top, you can see here, and this chlorine is at the bottom. Okay, and they are therefore not given priority in numbering. So the numbering is as this chlorine is number 1, the hydrogen is number 2, the chlorine is number 3, and the hydrogen is number 4. These two groups are in the horizontal plane, they are facing the observer, and therefore they are given higher priority in numbering. These two groups are going away from the observer and therefore they are not given priority in numbering. You can see that the numbering is clockwise and therefore the configuration is R. The takeaways from this session is that we have understood the bonding in allenes. We have understood how to assign RS configuration to optically active allenes. If you like my video, You can subscribe my channel and click the bell icon. You can also post your view in the comment section below. Thank you for watching my video.